we welcome you all to a very special episode 57. Why is it special? Because you are watching it. That is right. We learnt a little bit more about who could have killed the guy whose name is Snake. Well, his name isn't Snake, his code name is Snake. We narrowed it down to two people. Santa and Seven. The two S names. We should never trust any S names. And I guess that's why Clover killed the others and then also killed June, because she protected them. And she went all psycho. And we now have that key. So this should be the final key set, where we learn more about Clover and hopefully stop her from killing us. Seek a way out. But then that doesn't have Junpei in it. Oh, we got the bongos. That's what I'm confused about. That one didn't have Junpei's face. I'm, for lack of a better word, I'm actually perplexed. What does that mean? Alright. So we have two keys in here with Clover. I didn't realize when I first played this room. He says this is just a random hallway. That's the Funya-Rimpa. That's the Funya-Rimpa. The Funya-Rimpa. And until the other ones, and I press the thing. Probably switch. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press on these? Like this one. Whoa. I guess let's change it. What the hell is this?
Huh.
Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come in the room.
Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us.
He is.
What do you think?
Turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Is this going to be one of the keys? Clover nodded.
Nothing.
Seeing that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she'd responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured towards the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on.
It's too obvious? So we didn't hear this last time, I
And
don't think.
of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero.
I mean, I guess, but like the same guy who would like, you know, who would like run this whole thing would probably be like, hey, look at me, I'm Zero, I'm so cool. And then someone just comes in and
fishy?
kills me.
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
Huh. Yeah, idiot.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work.
I'm not trying to make fun of them.
I'm sure they didn't think it would work, which makes me wonder.
Huh.
I think this is a
Why
challenge.
did they do it?
A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us.
Is he?
Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!"
That's a very funny voice line.
Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Just like we did.
Huh.
The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
The killer must have known we wouldn't think. Okay, hold on. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero.
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me.
Love his voice.
It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. just sit back and watch people run in circles.
Yeah.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
And this entire game hasn't been childish?
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me.
Junpei bent down next to the corpse.
Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
That's true.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
Junpei sat back on his haunches and
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets?
That's true. Clover didn't move.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it.
Do we not have Ace? Oh, I guess it's too suspicious. Junpei had no choice but to move the body on his
Here
own.
we go.
Grabbed hold of an area Grabbed hold of an area not completely covered in blood and shoved. Took a moment, but eventually Junpei felt the man's bulk begin to shift. Ooh, I'd love to see this man's bulk. But just as it did, he sprung to life.
Huh?
Something fell from the man's left wrist.
Hey, it's the
bracelet with a 0 on the face. Yep.
Lastly, let's discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so.
Yep,
One,
we've had this.
use the 2. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the con...
Oh God.
Junpei stared at the bracelet.
This man. He's dead, isn't he?
You're only just coming to this realization.
No, it's just I guess I didn't really think about it until right. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Whoops. Don't want that.
Well, it's pretty obvious that
Both
he's
dead
dead.
and adventure mode.
You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah, not much of an ace detective. By looking at that and being like, yeah, probably not dead.
I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious.
Yeah, I guess you could say he's
Looks
captain
a lot
obvious.
better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know, I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive.
Still alive, Portal reference.
I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kind of has it better, you know?
What, better than her dead brother? Yeah, great world.
Dying from a bomb going off inside of you? I mean, that's just...
No offense.
Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin.
Oh, come on, say it. Say his left arm. His left arm. Say it.
I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something.
Say his left arm. Say his left arm.
There was a broken bone just
Yes!
sticking out of his left
Yes! He's saying it! He's saying it! Come on! This is it! This is another I called it moment. Come on. Please. What?
And,
Suddenly, Junpei realized what he was saying. How could he have been so cruel? He clapped his hands over his mouth. But it was already too late. Come on, please say something about his prosthetic arm, please. He turned to look at Clover. She was glaring at him furiously. What did you say?
What did you just say?
That's what I said. Her words sounded cold. Come on, please. Is this where we realize it's not Snake? Oh, and then we don't know Snake, and then she doesn't kill... Wait, what? He knew an apology would hardly atone for what he'd done, but he tried anyway.
I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, what did you just say?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Get in! Come on! I've called it for so long.
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Yeah. There's a bone sticking out, because that's what his normal arm is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I did, but... I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him.
Oh my god. All of our problems could have been solved if you just look at your brother's dead body. Cough, quote unquote, brothers.
There's no way I was gonna see the details.
That's true. Clover took a quick, deep breath.
Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yes! Junpei thought back. Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Uh-huh.
And he had a broken bone, right?
Yes!
What the hell are you getting at here?
So I just love broken bones.
Just shut up and answer me.
Yes! She shoved her face closer to his. He could see the fire in her eyes. Junpei winced and swallowed.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm.
I'm just a massive broken bone fan. Snake! It's still alive! No sooner were the words out of his mouth than Clover's expression
Clover?
changed.
What's wrong?
Come on.
Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
He's still alive! Suddenly, she was crying. Junpei wasn't sure what to do.
Thank you.
It was close to the last thing he'd expected to hear. Ah, it was Snake's dream ever since he was a kid to break a bone. I'm glad he finally got to achieve it.
Huh? What are you...
Junpei had no idea what had just happened. He didn't think he'd done anything worthy of thanks. He couldn't understand why she would have chosen that moment to begin crying. So he simply stood there, confused.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Curtain! She thanked him again, and then something even stranger happened. Aww. Oh, this is the ending music when June died. Clover threw herself into Junpei's surprised arms.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
See, if you hadn't already pieced this together, this would be the funniest scene. Because you just think, I hate my brother, but the fact that his arm's broken just makes me so happy.
Why?
Don't you get it? Snake is still alive!
Shower room. It isn't his. It isn't my brother.
Yes!
It's not Snake.
Snake is still
Why did you
alive!
think that?
Because his left arm is...
Fake! She stopped
I'm
herself.
sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this.
Just say, oh my god.
Uh,
With all that I've done for you, at least follow through. Junpei decided it would be prudent not to press over any more information. If she did not wish to tell him, she certainly had a reason for doing so. What do you mean? Just say his left arm's fake. Perhaps more importantly, however, if Clover was so certain, then she was likely right. That meant that the body in the shower room wasn't Snake. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to remind you of a very, very prudent 4 words that I think are very, very relatable right now. I told you so. Thank you. Called it from the second time in the shower room. I mean, I'm sure everyone else picked it up immediately, but I don't care. 'Twasn't much, but that knowledge lifted some of the weight from Junpei's heart.
He's still alive.
He's still alive!
I'm so happy.
Tears shone in her eyes. Those tears melted Junpei's heart. As she cried, she had pushed herself up against his chest like a child. Junpei put his arms around her and held her tight.
I'm so glad.
huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Nagito and Hajime and Makoto and all of those other hope losers.
You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love.
See, this would be a great callback if I didn't tell her that like 20 minutes ago, as opposed to like 10
If
hours.
you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Oh. How very interesting. Okay. I know what the two... Yeah, okay. I now know what the two things... The two escape rooms that I'm missing. I definitely wasn't spoiled, but I just saw them. And that makes sense. Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. A brace. Oh, it's there.
that's...
It was a laminated bookmark with a 4-leaf clover.
I only made it here because you gave me this.
Aww.
I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry and miserable. But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
I had hope. Junpei hadn't thought his words had such an effect on her. Her words were making him feel a little awkward.
thank you so much, Junpei.
Okay, but don't let June see. Oh my god, Ace, please walk in. She looked up at him. He scratched his nose and pretended to notice something interesting somewhere else in the room.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Oh my god, yeah, you would have killed him.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh,
Mew and Monotaro. Well, it makes sense. Mew is Monotaro's mum. Ooh. Ooh, we got 4 in a row from 2 characters. Then suddenly, ace. Clover broke away from Junpei.
Huh?
He looked confused. He hadn't thought she'd reacted that poorly. Clover began to pace across the room. This means something. 6 steps to the left, 6 steps to the right, another 6 to the left, and then she stops. I've got it.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Her eyes were serious, but not
Yeah,
angry.
he did. Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, I hate Santa.
Oh no, not at all.
I'm Jewish.
In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
Is this gonna play into more like telepathy?
You think?
Like, Clover was like really thinking those 4
Santa
words?
knew about the words and the clover.
Yeah.
The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Oh. Oh. No. Wait. Okay. Another prediction time. Now that I've got one right. Is Clover Owie and Snake is light? Because that would play into him being the light Santa instead of the dark Santa, or the white Santa, so the black one. And she's Owie. But what would the experiments have to do with Clovers? What?
Subjects.
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Snake was in the experiments?
But he's blind,
Yeah.
and I was part of the Nevada test group.
Nevada.
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Oh. But they have face recognition poorness.
Whoa. Okay, time out.
What experiments? Junpei held up his hands, took a deep breath, and let it out.
Let's just calm down for a second, okay?
No, let her spitball, because she's on a roll here.
Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on.
But it's the notary
If you don't tell
game.
me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Well, I can figure it out. Because I have telepathy.
Okay.
Clover nodded.
Alright, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Here we go, alright. So, that is stuff we have heard about, of sorts.
Morphogenetic fields.
Have we heard this? Yes, we did. And the realization sent chills down Junpei's spine.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
When was this?
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Junpei recounted what Lotus had told him earlier. Oh, is it the Clover nodded? When you're
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
Escape rooms?
What?
The nonary game.
What?
9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Oh my god. And that's why 7 keeps on saying that's how the nonary game works. Because he knows what the nonary game is. We don't. Well, this is our first experience of the nonary games. But 7's done it before. That's why he keeps offhandedly mentioning the nonary games. Junpei grabbed the side of his head.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
Clover bit her lip. She blinked back sudden tears. What had happened to her in
The
Nevada?
ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head?
You're saying that's
an
morphogenetic?
epiphany.
Yeah.
And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Huh.
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death.
Yeah.
It had to be life and death.
What? Why'd you say it twice?
And someone did actually
Oh,
die.
that's right.
A girl.
I'm assuming... No, because both of Lotus's children went back. Who did die? Mukuro? Junpei felt the sudden grip of despair in his heart. Despair! Junko! Something deep and distant, powerful squeeze, and for a moment he felt very, very empty.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Her name was...
If Ace barges in, I'm gonna punch him. It wouldn't be... No, it's not Owie, because you're Owie. Oh my god, I'm gonna punch him. The sound of the door opening was like a gunshot. Junpei spun around.
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Yes, you have. In the next episode, I hope you guys enjoy. We are going to be punching Ace right in the face. See you then.